Blessings, everyone. Yesterday, I talked a little bit about Reiki and our soul contracts that we make before we come into each body and how that applies to Reiki. But today, I wanted to expand on that concept of our soul contracts a little bit because I feel like I really didn't do the subject justice enough and I didn't want to confuse anybody. So today, I'm going to use this card from my Oracle deck called Call Her In. This card is Reincarnation, Keys, Doorways. And again, this Oracle card deck is in my Etsy shop. And I give you a gift Oracle card reading for any soul path question you have for your life right now. I usually get paragraphs of information that come through for you. And it's all stuff that helps you light up your inner light and your own self-direction. It's not anything that you're going to go, oh my gosh, she saw something about me I didn't want her to see, or, I'm being exposed, or I'm going to find out something about my life I don't want to find out. No, it's all going to be, my candle decided to go out. Well, we will enjoy the frequency of the smoke. It's so pretty. Look at it dance. No, what comes through for me is always very illuminating for you, and in a way that you get an aha moment of, oh, that was the confirmation I needed, or that is the direction I need to move in, that sort of thing. And I do Reiki Oracle card readings even if you don't buy the cards, but if you buy my card deck or my books from my Etsy shop, I offer a gift Oracle card reading, and you could just attach your question to your order or PM it to me. Okay, sorry, got off on track there. So what I wanted to talk about was this concept of our soul contract. So if you believe in the concept of reincarnation, for me, it's a comforting concept because it means that we don't, one person doesn't get to be a movie star in this lifetime and another person gets to be a starving child. It makes sense to me that these lifetimes that we live are doorways. They are eternal doorways that we are walking through. And this concept that we have the keys that are within our reach. And this artwork that I did on this card looks like she is actually not reaching for the keys. When I did this artwork, I really didn't know what was coming through or what it meant. I just did it. And it's so interesting that it ended up being this card in the deck. But the point, I think, of this artwork and this discussion is that you have to reach for those keys because your life is an eternal doorway. And though your body in each lifetime dies, your soul never dies. It just continues to learn and to evolve, and really to remember is my favorite word to say. We are here to remember who we are, the divinity of us. So in regards to soul contracts, people would say, well, all right, first of all, everybody has one main purpose. Of course, we have more than one, but we have a main purpose of what we came into this lifetime for. For instance, for me, I am absolutely a healer. And my theme that I've worked on over and over again in different aspects of my life is balance. I always get thrown out of balance by relationships, friendships that aren't working, by, things that all of us do as humans, like food and wine and running all the time and, trying to find pleasure in life versus, the balance of that. And the balance of when I was younger of thinking that my healer abilities had to come through in some big ego-based human way, like I was going to be a psychiatrist or I was going to be a psychologist, I was going to get more schooling, I was going to be a professor. Now, I'm not saying that those things are bad. What I'm saying is they did not feel right for me at one point, and I continued to pursue them. And then when I finally let them go, I realized the title of that, the outward depiction of, oh, this is what a healer is in the real world. I lived with a lot of guilt and shame for many years that I did not finish that because I was certainly intellectually capable based on my grades and what I had done in school. So it took me time to get to this place of understanding that my healing abilities, and then I also went through that ego-based thing of like, oh, maybe I was going to be, something larger. We always want to be something larger, right? I'm going to be on Oprah and I have a gift to share and I'm going to write best-selling novels and I'm going to travel around the world and do talks or whatever. I don't know if I really focused on trying to make those things happen, but of course it was always there if I think about it, like lingering in the background. So my point is, my purpose is to be a healer. And my theme has always been balance, meaning that I have allowed, important word there, things to throw me off of balance in far as how do I really want to come through as a healer in this world. And I feel that I wanted to be a healer because I have had many lifetimes of being a healer. And I won't go through all of them now, but I've seen many of them in my visions and my meditations. So I have come to a place of understanding that I'm not done with where my healing abilities are going to take me, but I know it's not going to be through titles. It's not going to be through certificates and, degrees and things like that. My healing abilities have started to come through my art, and art has always been something that I've been driven as a passion since I was a little girl. So I have created oracle cards. I have written books for women. I make all kinds of healing energy art. I love doing art circles with women and getting groups together of women to teach them how art is healing. These two things together are the truth of my healing abilities. So the reason why I'm using myself as an example is that I want you to stop and think about yourself and where your purpose probably is, and what is the repeating theme or pattern in your life that you have had a lot of yo-yoing back and forth with because you are trying to figure it out in regards to how it fits into your purpose. So what I mean by that is you might say, I know I am a great poet, and I have seen many fabulous poets on Instagram. I'm just amazed at how beautiful some of these women can write and how it just elicits such strong feelings in me. And they are just as beautiful and sensual and deep and knowing as any other famous female poet like Annis Nin or Sylvia Plath or Mary Oliver. I couldn't think of her name for a second. And then you think to yourself, why have these women not been published? Why is some publishing house not picking them up? Now, I don't know what you're doing on the side. I've had times of trying to get myself stuff out there, and it's not happening either. And that's why I bring it up. I've seen so much beautiful artwork, and you think, well, why is this artwork not on books? Why is it not more well known like famous artists that I know? I don't know what other people are doing. That's not my point. It's really not what they're doing or not doing. It's probably more a combination of what their soul contract is and what their thought pattern is in this life, those deep-seated thoughts that they carry that maybe are shutting down something that could be happening for them. The point is that sometimes with a soul contract, things are not going to happen that way. And we have literally chosen that. So one person comes in and says, I am going to be a most profound poet like Sylvia Plath, but I am going to be suffering with depression and I'm going to end up in a state of suicide. Another person comes in and says, I am going to have those same abilities, but I am going to rise above my depression and I am going to learn to turn it into a strength. I'm going to learn how to use it to assist other people. But I'm going to be a awesome poet, but I'm not going to be published. I'm not going to become famous. I'm going to reach the people that I need to reach. So why would one person come in and then another person comes in like Mary Oliver, who's written, 70, I don't even know how many books she's written. Everybody knows who she is, and she's made a living on this, and this has become her life. And it seems, right, on the surface that Mary Oliver has achieved what she should have achieved in this lifetime. But the truth is, no matter which one of those women you are that I just named in the category of poet-writer, you are on your path. You must know that you are always on your path. Sometimes we choose things like, I'm going to be a struggling artist or poet, or I'm going to struggle with pregnancy and getting pregnant, or I'm going to struggle with family relationship issues, divorce. I'm going to struggle with money my whole life. We actually choose these things because each lifetime we learn something new and different that helps to evolve our soul. When we take the lesson, the wisdom from it, and we let go of the pain and the sorrow and the emotion and the obsessive thoughts. Powerful. This is powerful, powerful magic when you look at life this way, because you can finally stop beating yourself up and understand that you are on your path no matter where you are. And remember, you always have free will. Even a contract that you said, I'm going to stick to for that whole lifetime, you can choose to change in a minute, but you have to have this basic understanding, what I just told you first. Blessings.